All right, we are live. It should be live on my account, which means I can get yep, it's right here.
There we go.
Hear myself though. Stuff that I don't want. Oh, that's annoying.
You good?
Yeah, we're good. All right, now let's go back to the video.
All right.
All right, we're live. All right, we're live. What's going on, guys? It's been a while since we've done one of these videos, I guess.
Hell yeah.
About time. I got Lynch over here helping me out this time.
Hell yeah.
What we're basically gonna do is we're gonna go look at the games this week. We'll look at standings. We'll look at stats. We'll look at player awards. It'll be about 15-20 minute video, and then we'll look at the first playoff bracket of the year. See what the playoffs look like, and yeah. All right. So let's look at this week's games.
All right. So this week, let's start off with the first game up top. Nightmare versus Kobe. Saints versus Carolina. 35-17 Saints. I mean,
I called that upset. Back-to-back upsets, baby. Upsets of the week. They're coming.
I'm gonna be honest. You would think when he has Jimmy Garoppolo, he would throw a lot more, especially when he has what's his face? Oh, I lied. Okay, he doesn't have Cooks. Okay.
Yeah, it is.
But he's been throwing to the running back I traded him, CJ. I can't pronounce his name. Prozis. I'm gonna go with that. He's been using my running back a lot, and I feel like that's gonna be the key to stop him a lot. Especially, he's really versatile in the second half too.
Yeah. That's going to be a close division. Come down to the close. Maybe the Saints can make some noise here down the stretch. I think maybe they may be able to sneak the division away.
I definitely think it's possible.
Let's see. The next game, we got the Steelers and Browns. I'm pretty sure I predicted that score, too, to be honest with you. Pretty damn close to that score. 48-25. I mean, I predicted Seafield to win. He's got a strong team with the Steelers. Browns just aren't that strong yet. Got a lot of potential in those receivers, though.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like it's the same thing with Nightmare and the Saints. Le'Veon Bell in that game, he put up some amazing stats. Like, he went 24 carries, 198 yards, 3 touchdowns. And then Big Ben on the other side, 245 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, 0 picks. I mean, I feel like if you stop that run game quick, then all you got to do is just play some cover 3, cover 4, stop that deep passing game, and you'll be good. Especially with Des Bryant. Definitely cover him.
Yeah.
Not that best.
Yeah, I predicted the Steelers win 45-28. Still close. Next game, I predicted the Cowboys to win 23-17. And final score is 24-17, so close game there, too.
Yeah. I don't got too much on this. I feel like Flacco needs to do a little bit more work. I see he had an easy-going game, 238 passing yards, but 0 touchdowns, 0 picks. And then on the running side, of course, Cowboys are going to go off with Ezekiel Elliott, who wouldn't. And then Mark Ingram, like the top, like.
Ingram's on the Ravens, eh?
Yeah, I mean, he's not using Justin Forsett, so I mean, I respect that. I'm not too much into Justin, but like Mark Ingram, how do you? I don't know how people use him. He's just too slow for me. But like, yeah. All right, let's go to the next.
Next, I predicted myself to win 27-21, and I'm winning 28-24.
I don't know how you did it.
I don't know. not comfortable with my defense right now. I lost Gibson 8 weeks, lost Jack for the rest of the season, so it's gonna be rough down the stretch. That's all I got to
Key
say.
thing to beat Jags, just stop Bernard. Game over.
I got to worry about Allen Robinson too. Next game, we got the Colts with the upset over the Titans, 28-21.
Definitely impressive. I mean,
Impressive.
XSXS, he was filthy last year. I don't know what's happening this year. It's kind of bouncing around right now. I think all the teams are bouncing around, especially me. But Colts, I mean, I feel like it's pretty basic to stop them. You just got to stop that passing game because Tony Romo, 254 with a perfect passer rating, 4 touchdowns, 0 picks. He's only sacked once. So, like, he's got to put some pressure. And really, I think the only thing that Titans did was just run with Derrick Henry. So, to stop the Titans, stop the running game, to stop the the Colts, stop the passing game. Easy as that.
All right, Bills Bengals is underway right now. They're in the third quarter. Bengals are leading 35-7.
Damn, dude.
Ooh,
Damn.
Chiefs next game. We got to speed this up a little bit. Chiefs next game.
Yeah.
35-28 over the Bucks, bringing the Bucks to a what? I think a 6-game losing streak now, or maybe a 5. I don't really know, but
Yeah,
that looked like a pretty good game.
yeah, I got too much. I don't really have a lot on that.
Next game, we have the Bears and Giants. They are playing right now. They just kicked off.
That's
0-0 on the fourth. So that game will be done. Oh, shit. Well, that's 2 games. So far, we can advance tonight. Great, we're going.
That's Gucci.
Cardinals, Vikings. Vikings beat the Cardinals 28-3. I think Cardinals not having Tyrann Mathieu is really hurting them.
Yeah, but I'm gonna be honest though. I think Wicked B-Baller, he can make so many great plays. Like, I remembered I played him. He was my first loss. I was so pissed. I scored in the last 20 seconds of the game, and then I did a stupid cover one, like a 3-man deep cover one. He just blew past me with John Brown, and he won by a touchdown. I was so pissed. But I think Wicked next season, he's definitely going to be a playoff contender in my league, or in my season, or my division. Yeah, my division.
Oh, update. We can advance after the Bears and Giants play, and they're playing right now. So advance will be in like an hour.
Let's go. All right, next game, Miami Rams,
Yeah.
15-14 Miami. That's probably the closest game I would have never predicted.
Yeah, that's a close game, 15-14.
Yeah, both very strong opponents.
Solid game. They both need that win. The Dolphins move to 7-3. Rams go to 5-5.
And then we got Patriots and 49ers. I'm actually kind of shocked. It was a high-scoring game, but a really close game. 47-44 San Fran. They're both really strong. There's not much to say about it. Their offenses are very well intact, and they're very calm in the pocket. And then next game, my game, Seattle versus Eagles, 13-9 Seattle. It was a very close game. It really just ended up to the last drive. I scored with a 20-yard 3rd and 10, I think, with Tyler Lockett. It was pretty nice.
Yeah.
8-2. Shocked.
Damn. 8-2 is a nice record.
I can't believe I'm actually winning games. And then the last game that we got that has a score is Packers versus Redskins, Demon versus Sticky Wand, and
There
Packers
goes LeGarrette Blount for touchdown.
47-13. So I feel like just for that, Packers, you got to use more of your running back, man. That passing game is going to fall really dead, or it's going to just fall right down once somebody figures out how to stop it. All right, so that's all the
And then the last game is Texans and Raiders, and they're underway right now. And their score right now, both needing this victory. Texans need to stay close to me. Raiders need to stay close to their division. Right now, the Texans are leading the Raiders 34-27 in the fourth quarter. So,
All right.
let's go to awards. We'll look at awards, I guess, next.
All right.
You want to go ahead and do NFC and I'll do AFC?
Yeah,
We'll look at MVP first, I guess, here. The MVP, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 running backs in the MVP conversation, with a defensive and a quarterback sitting in there too. Clowney is climbing up the ranks, but I think really the MVP race is definitely down to like Langford, Henry, and Elliott. Those they got some pretty solid stats. I think it might be pretty tough to catch them. Mr.
You just
Thomas
want to do like back
Miles.
and forth, or you want to just go straight out AFC?
We can go back. We'll just go back and forth. Well, coach of the year, Chargers first, Steelers second, Dolphins third, Seahawks fourth. So there's that.
Seattle.
All right. Let's go to AFC. Offensive player of the year right now. We got Derrick Henry leading the way. Bernard is second. He's coming for Henry. I'm coming for you. I'm coming. Murray, Anderson, yet again, more running backs. So, I mean, I think it's really definitely between Henry and Bernard for offensive player of the year at this point. It should be a close race.
Yeah. All right. So for the NFC Offensive Player of the Year, again, we have 8 freaking running backs. We got Langford number 1, and then I kind of respect this from Mambo. Julio Jones number 2. I'm gonna be honest, he dicked me with Julio Jones. And then number 3, got Ezekiel Elliott. 4, of course, you gotta get my boy Thomas Rawls, and then 5, Todd Gurley, and then Matt Ryan sitting at number 10. He's actually kind of shocked that he's not like above Eddie Lacy, who's number 7. Like, I understand how Eddie Lacy is good. He's slow as shit, and somehow he's still getting working. I don't get it, but I respect it.
On to the AFC Defensive Player of the Year. We have 2 Dolphins leading the way with Clowney and Marcus Flowers, followed by Shazier, followed by Malik, and followed by Mr. 32-year-old Reggie Nelson. And you can see the rest fill out here at the bottom. Clowney has ridiculous amounts of stats that I know, so I mean, he's got a lot of sacks and shit, so he's probably going to end up winning it.
All right. I got to say this right now. So the NFC for Defensive Player of the Year, dude, I am smiling so much. The first 4 players, Seattle, baby. Let's go. We got Bobby Wagner, number 1, Cliff Averill with 2, Chancellor, Bam Bam Cam with number 3, and Michael Bennett, number 4. Oh, dude, we're getting somewhere in life. Then we got, with number 5, we got Demarius Randall of the Packers. I never actually, heard that much about him, but you know what? Things happen. He's also above Luke Kuechly, sitting at number 6. You got Junior Gillette, number 7. Michael Kendricks, number 8. Adrian Amos, not too much knowledge about him, at number 9. And then Antoine Bethea at number 10. I don't know, man, but looking good. It's looking good.
It is looking good. All right, let's just do the top 5. I have to go through all those lower ones. Oh, I'm back on MVP. Whoops. Offensive Rookie of the Year right now, between 3 players, I think, honestly, that's Henry, Peak, and Fuller. And I think Peak and Henry are going to have a close-sized race to close it down. I know Peak's up there in receiving yards, but Henry has a lot of fucking rushing yards, so it's going to be really close.
All right, back out in the NFC. Of course, you got Ezekiel Elliott, number 1, Rookie of the Year for offense. Then you got Wendell Smallwood, number 2. You got the guy who I traded to Nightmare and the Saints, CJ Prozis. Am I saying that right? I have no idea.
I don't know.
It's whatever. I'll probably get shit later. Tyreek Hill, number 4. It's a 64 overall. And then, of course, you got Dak Prescott, number 5.
Dang.
All right, you want to do I'll do defensive first. I kind of want to switch that up too. So, in NFC Defensive Rookie of the Year, you got Mamba's Keanu Neal sitting at number 1. Then you got Sean Davis at number 2 from the Bucks. You got DeForest Buckner, number 3 with the Niners. Miles Kilbrew, hope I said that right, number 4 with the Lions. And then James Bradbury, 5 with the Panthers.
There you go. Sitting over here in Defensive Rookie of the Year in the AFC, we have Kevin Byard from the Titans. We have Miles Jack, 2nd, RIP. And, yeah, we're going to stop right there because no one else deserves to be talking about Miles Jack because he's shitting on all the rest of you faggots.
Too bad he's injured.
Yeah, I'm salty about it. Get over it. All right, best QB, we got Brady leading the way. Best halfback, we got Henry over Bernard. For best receiver, we have Peak leading the way, followed by Cooks, and followed by Robinson. That's going to be a close race between those 3. They're all above 1,000 receiving yards and all above, I want to say 10 touchdowns too, honestly. I mean, best O-line, Whitworth. You can go look at that if you really care about O-line. Clowney's leading the way, followed by Malik, then followed by Merciless and Watt, all fucking good-ass D-linemen. Marcus Flowers is in first for best linebacker. Ryan Shazier 2nd for best linebacker. And best DV, we have Joe Hayden leading the way, followed by Eric Berry. And Justin Tucker, the best kicker of all time. Anyway, so he's number 1.
Of course, Justin Tucker. Dude, I'm going to be honest, though. The field goals, they got it fixed on that shit. Like, sometimes the freaking meter will go up when you get the full power, and then it goes so slow, and then you have to click because you feel like you know when it's going to go. But I missed at least, 5 field goals this year and, 10 extra points because of that shit. But anyway, back on the NFC side, best QB, of course, you got Aaron Rodgers, then number 2, Matt Ryan, then number 3, Jameis Winston, and then Russell Wilson, number 4. Aaron, best running back, of course, you got Jeremy Langford, who's number 1 for Offensive Player of the Year. Number 2, Ezekiel Elliott. Number 3, my boy, Thomas Rawls. Best wide receiver, of course, Julio Jones, then Odell, and then Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill is over Antonio Brown right now. I don't know how his 64 overall is getting open. You guys got to wake up, man.
Score update.
Best O-line, of course, it's the Cowboys leading the top 3. You got Tyron Smith, Zach Martin, then Travis Frederick. That's not a shock. Best D-line, I'm kind of shocked about this, but Cliff Averill and Michael Bennett sitting at 1 and 2. And then you got DeForest Buckner, who's a rookie. And best linebacker, Bobby Wagner. Yeah. Number 2, Luke Kuechly. Number 3, Junior Gillette. And then best defensive back, somehow Chancellor isn't number 1, but Demarius Randall sitting at number 1. Then you got Adrian Amos of the Bears, number 2. And then you got Bam Bam Cam, number 3. And best kicker, no. Dustin Hopkins. What? Dustin Hopkins. How is he number 1? Hoskins sitting at 8. I'm crying.
Sucks.
Yeah.
All right. I'm trying to fucking. My pad's being.
Team stats? Wait, what?
Yeah, go for team stats. You go. You start.
All right. So let's just do the NFL. Just make that better. So right now, total yards gained. So I'm gonna just say, I can't even talk. I'm just gonna say the top 5 offenses of total yards gained, total offensive yards, total passing yards, total rushing yards, and then first downs. So Total yards gained right now, top 5. Falcons with number 1 at exactly 5,000 yards. Number 2, Lions with 4,831. Patriots at 4,747. Bucks at 4,743. And then Texas at 4,556. Then top passing yards in the league. Number 1, Patriots with 3,400. Number 2, Browns, who are 1-10 at number 2, 2939. Texans 2905. Falcons at 2900. That should be higher, especially with Julio Jones. And then you got Lions with 2804. Top rushing yards. Number 1, Titans. Jesus, 1594. Bears, number 2, 1504. Jags, 1395. Number 3. 49ers, 1262. And then my boys, Seattle Seahawks, 1199. And you know what? Fuck the first downs. I don't really care that much about it. But the number 1 scorer in the league by average is the Bears, 36.8.
Damn.
All right. You want to do defense or should I carry on?
Carry on. I'm updating the playoff.
All right. All right, I got you. I'll just do the team stats then. You do playoffs. All right. So on defense, we're going to do the same thing. Top 5 total yards allowed, the pass rush, and then why not? We'll do the defense. We'll do all the defensive stats, the ones that actually care. All right, so total yards allowed. Who gave out the less? Raiders have the number 1 defense right now. Chargers with number 2. Saints number 3. Rams number 4. And 49ers with number 5. Pass yards allowed. Ravens giving up the least, 1890. Raiders, number 2, 1906. Chargers, 1943. Saints, 1994. And 2002 for the Vikings.
2002. That was a good year.
2002. All right, and then total rush yards given up least amount, of course. Dolphins repping that 362. They currently have a 190-yard lead over the Rams, 551. They got a 90-yard lead over the Chiefs, 649. And, of course, I'm catching quick at 669. And then XS with that Titan D. I don't even know who's on a Titan D. That's actually, like, good enough to, like, get some tackles for losses, but they're repping at 685. And then top leaders in sacks. You know you got Seattle, number 1, 35. Dolphins, number 2 with 33. Chiefs, 28. Saints, 28. Jags, 28.
Hell yeah.
And then number 1 in fumble recoveries. You got Dolphins, number 1 with 11. Seattle and Bills tied for second at 10. And then you got Lions and Rams tied at tied at 4th for 9. Most picks intercepted, Bears 32. Dolphins and Chiefs fighting for second at 29. Then 4th Steelers, and then Titans 25. Then when we're at conversions, top third down percentage, of course, you got Seattle at top with 56%. Cowboys also tied with me at 56. Rams at 49. Redskins at 49. Titans and Vikings both at 48. 4th down conversions. I mean, Chiefs are at 100 with 4 on 4. 5 for 6 for Bears. 11 for 15 for Lions. Jesus Christ, Lions. How many times are you fucking doing that? And then Cowboys and Broncos both at 4 and 6. Or 4 for 6. 2-point conversions. Fuck that. But I care. But right now, I think the number 1 thing that's going to help teams win is how good you are in the red zone, especially on offense. So, top teams in the offense category, you got red zone point percentage for the Cowboys leading at number 1 at 90%. You got Panthers number 2, 87%. Eagles number 3, 86. 49ers, 83. And then at defense, which is one of the most hard things to do, especially not giving up a field goal. Of course, people are going to shank, but that's life. So the least red zone points given up, or percentage given up, you got Dolphins leading 54%. So half the time you're going to score that shit. Ravens number 2 at 67. I'm at 68, so you better watch out, bitches. Super Bowl bound. You got Saints at 71 at number 4, and then you got Chargers and Texans fighting for 5th at 72.
Oh, final. Raiders beat the Texans 35-34.
Shit. Raiders finally making a gain. All right. And then let's just do turnovers really quick, and then we'll give the mic back to Jack because I feel like I've been talking forever. Yeah. So turnover difference, biggest ones. You got Bears. I feel like Bears are just leading like half the categories. You got Bears at 24 difference. You got Dolphins at 21 turnover difference. Steelers at 19. Chargers at 16. And Packers also at 16. I kind of just want to see who has the most takeaways. Dolphins, of course, 40 takeaways. Chiefs at number 2 with 35. Bears 33. Steelers, Chargers, Packers, both fighting for 4th at 32. And then Seattle 31. Yay. And then that's pretty much all I got for team stats. So let's give that mic back to Jags.
All right. Score update. Giants are winning 14-7 in the second quarter against the Bears. And Buffalo lost 44-7. And sorry for the long, awkward silence. But so let's look at some matchups next week that we got going on. And I will release the playoff for the first time this season.
Yeah, I want to see that playoff picture really bad.
It's just based on records, not based on head-to-head or anything. So, I mean, we'll get into that more when the time comes around. Still a lot of football to be played, 6 games. But I don't see any really tough matchups yet. We got going on. Oh, we got the Titans and the Bears next week. Travis and XS.
I think that's a really good match. I also see Cardinals and Falcons, to be honest. I know that's kind of like a low
Cardinals-Falcons,
game,
that could be a good game.
I mean, I feel like both offenses are going to go off.
It's about to be like a 60-60 game.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm not sure about that. I'm thinking, for me, I think Falcons are going to take the dub, and I think it's going to be like 45 to like, I want to say 31.
We got Niners-Dolphins, 7-3 Dolphins versus 6-4 Niners, both fighting for playoff spot. That's a pretty good game. We got Chargers-Texans. That's also a big game for
Chargers-Texans. That's good.
They don't want to fall.
I really want Chargers to lose.
Ooh, so we got Bob versus Lynch next week.
What? No, you don't play me.
Yeah, he does.
Nah, I play Bucks. I think
Bob. That's Bob, dude.
Do we play? I don't even think we do play.
Not us. You play Bob. Bob Saget. The Bucks.
Yeah.
You play Bob. That's who you play. And that's who I said.
Oh, I thought you said you.
No, we do not play.
Oh, shit.
We haven't played since I fucking came back on your ass in the playoffs.
Yeah, I think Bob is like the only person I've actually like remembered the loss that I took last year. So I'm looking for that comeback and especially that revenge because Super Bowl, it's got to be me. It's got to be me this year.
Got to be you. We got some other games we got Panthers, Raiders both fighting for playoff spot. We got Seahawks, Bucks. Chiefs, Broncos, even though Broncos are fighting for a playoff spot, Division's always a good owner. That's going to be a tough matchup. We got the 6-4 Jets going against the 6-4 Patriots next week. That is going to be a huge game for the playoffs. And then we got the two. Wow, I spoiled it. We got the 2 wild cards going at it next week: the 7-3 Eagles and 7-3 Packers.
That's gonna be good.
So yeah, those are the games next week. We ran down basically everything else. So I'll give you guys the playoffs now. Based on record right now, we'll start with the AFC. Number 1 with home field advantage, the season would end right now would be the Chargers sitting at 9-1. They got Houston next week. Pittsburgh sitting at number 2. They lock up the second round bye, or first round bye. They got Indy next week. Miami's 3 at 7-3. They got San Fran next week. Jacksonville is 4 at 6-4 versus Buffalo next week. KC is in the wild card, the first spot, and they got Denver next week at 7-3. Oakland is also sitting in the second wild card spot, so that is 3 AFC West teams in the wild card spot or in the playoffs as of right now. Then looking in, we got New England and the Jets who play each other next week. We're both 6-4. That's going to be a huge game for them. I don't know who's going to win. I think that's going to be a really good game. We got Houston sitting there at 5-5 versus San Diego next week. And then the 2 bottom teams that are still in it that aren't technically out yet, we got the Titans sitting at 5-6. They got Chicago next week. And Baltimore sitting at 4-6, and they got Cincinnati. Like I said, we got 6 games left, so anything's possible. Now on to the NFC side. Home field advantage and the number 1 seed would be the Cowboys sitting at 8-2. They got Washington.
Oh, that's not fair, man.
Number 2, we got Seattle sitting at 8-2 also. They got Tampa next week. We got the Bears. They will be sitting at 3 regardless if they beat the Giants or lose. They'll be 7-3 or 6-4 versus the Titans next week. We got Carolina sitting at 6-4 versus Oakland next week as the 4 seed. The 5 seed, the first wild card, 7-3 the Eagles. Second wild card, Green Bay, 7-3. They both play each other next week, so San Fran has a chance. Who's sitting at 7 at 6-4 and plays Miami next week to jump one of them. San Fran took that team over at 0-4, and they're at 6-4. So shout out for fucking coming back with that team because that is a garbage ass team.
Oh yeah.
So good job with that. We got the Rams at 8, sitting at 5-5 versus the Saints, who have been on a tear ski lately. We got 9, the Giants. They'll either be 5-5 or 4-6, depending on their game with Chicago. They got Cleveland next week. Then sitting at 10 and 11, we got the Bucks and Vikings sitting at 4-6. Minnesota takes on Detroit next week, and the Bucks take on Seattle next week. So,
want none. You don't want none.
There you have it. I know we were trying to do that radio show, but then I don't know what's going on with this piece of shit.
I mean, it's.
We'll try. We'll try it again next week. I don't know. They told me my hours are up. We couldn't use it anymore. I don't know. We'll try it again next Wednesday around like 8-ish or so, something like that. See how it goes. Otherwise, we'll just have to do another one of these. It won't be as long because we won't have to go over as much, really. Maybe we can look at games a little bit more.
Yeah.
But
we'll do more.
Yeah. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys. So fucking advance will be in, I would assume, let's see. Check out the Bears and Giants. During the third quarter, Giants are up 17-14. So I would say we would be able to advance by 11 tonight, Central Time. So, but all right, y'all. I'll talk to you later. Peace.
Lynch out.